women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And going back to...
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick in 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Tackled by Neville.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Draw play. Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Taken down. Back
the running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
New York set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener. Adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Gallup, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And out Dallas get set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
2nd and 1.
At the 44.
Now Wright completes it to Jarwin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the play. And
they keep on the ground with Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
29-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Giants 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Jones on 1st and 10 to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
At the 50-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Giants 7.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
The 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd.
They'll look to throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. In 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones out to the right here to Shepard. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. G-Man, 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
For the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count.
The kick is good.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down.
7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second
on play action. They'll throw.
42-yard line.
His throw incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
It's third down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At their 48-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On third down, Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across mid. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Jones now on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make that go.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
Jones.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Zerline now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
I love it. I love it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Saquon Barkley.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton.
Jones pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now
From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McCrane on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and it's the Vikings who are out in front. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Gardner Minshew, throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. N'Keal Harry, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Clinton Dix on the cover.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more But I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
The pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Elliott
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
At the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go to Elliott again. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
The handoff to Ezekiel Elliott. He was brought down at the
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
is good.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now out come the Giants. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram.
Jones.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That's good for a Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Jones
firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Number 89.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Jones pass.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.